Splatoon 3 released in 2022 to critical acclaim. It was already within the top 20 list of best-selling Nintendo Switch games of all time after just its few months. But what about where it all began? Splatoon 1 came out in 2015 for the Wii U, and considering how popular the Wii U was, or wasn't, it's probably safe to assume that a good chunk of people who play Splatoon 3 have never played the original game, and if they have, they probably prefer to play Splatoon 3 these days. One of these games is still actively being updated and the other isn't. Today, I want to see how many people still play the original Splatoon in 2023. How long does it take to form a lobby? What levels are the players who join me? Are there actually no players at all, but bots everywhere? I also want to see how well the original game holds up. Is it still fun to play or did it age poorly? Let's find out together. So first off, some of you might be wondering how I can still play Splatoon on the Wii U. Well, as of the time I'm making this, the servers for both Wii U and 3DS are still legitimately up. If you have the game, you can play it too, since online play was always available without membership for both of these consoles. It is a common misconception that Nintendo shut down the online servers, but they only shut down the eShop in March of 2023. You can still play online, and if you have Splatoon on disc or the game downloaded, you can still play it. You can also still find a copy of the game if you really want. It's not that expensive at the moment. All you need is a Wii U and a good internet connection. However, as I was working on this video, Nintendo announced that they will be shutting down the online service for all Wii U and 3DS games in April of 2024. This means you've only got a few months to play this game online for yourself. All of my footage was recorded before they made this announcement, so that did not affect what you're going to see here today. Anyway, let's go. The first Splatoon game takes place in the city of Inkopolis. There's been some renewed interest in Inkopolis since the first wave of the Splatoon 3 DLC let you visit. The version of Inkopolis in Splatoon 3 is basically the same as it was before, but there are a few changes. For instance, there's no salmon run since that area was introduced in Splatoon 2. Some of the shopkeepers are different as well. Also remember Miiverse? Yeah, that was integral to the Plaza experience since, well, you can't see anyone's drawings without it, so my plaza is just some squid standing around. But hey, we can still read Amiibo. Scanning Callie and Marie will let you listen to some of the classic tunes from Splatoon 1 while exploring what the city looks like during Splatfests. Okay, let's get into a battle. Something I cannot capture here is that Splatoon has a little mini game that you can play on the Wii U gamepad when you wait for matches. It's called Squid Jump, and it's this little retro style thing. You hold down ZR and jump upward onto platforms. It's super simple but really cute and fun. Anyway, you can see it didn't really take that long to match up with players. Also, everyone is kind of a variety of levels, which I didn't expect. I think the max level in Splatoon 1 is 50, so I expected pretty much everyone to be around that, since the game has been out for so long. Also, sorry in advance if my gameplay is just kind of bad. I'm not used to playing this game anymore, as you can probably guess. Just here for a good time, though. A few other changes include the map, which is on the gamepad. It's actually, I find it more convenient to be able to just look down and tap it. Also, the jump button is X instead of B, because of how the joysticks are aligned on the Wii U. But most of the core gameplay is the same. One other thing I've noticed is I have an ability on my shoes called Bomb Sniffer. It helps you see where bombs are. There are a few abilities like that in Splatoon 1 that aren't currently in Splatoon 3. And you'll probably spot some more as you watch. So that was our first match, and it wasn't too bad. I think there are some abilities and specials that I'm glad are no longer in the game, like the bomb rush specials. Also, the match wait times up until now haven't been too bad, but as we continue, well, just wait and see. So this time it took several seconds to find a match, and the timer at the top of the screen just kept kind of jumping around, but we did eventually find one. I'm not really sure if this game actually does time you out, but I think it does eventually. They added a Bluefin Depot back in Splatoon 3, and I gotta admit I'm still falling into the water constantly. But I do like the elevators that they added in. I also like this guy's little victory dance or whatever it was he was doing there. Pretty funny. Okay, so it's a new day and I'm ready to check out Splatoon again. I want to see how fast I can match for a ranked game. However, I need to address something crucial. Most of the footage I recorded for this game, I recorded in February and March. So when I'm writing this, it's August, and I haven't been able to record any gameplay since. And you might be wondering why? Well, there was a security breach on the Wii U several months ago. As a result, Nintendo had to shut down online play for Splatoon and Mario Kart on the platform. In August of 2023, this issue was patched and online play has resumed for the foreseeable future. So that was kind of unfortunate, but it does mean that I can compare the online matches from earlier in the year to after the patch was made. So let's go ahead and try some ranked battles. Even in Splatoon 3, I still call them ranked, even though they're called anarchy battles now. It's just a habit that, I'm probably not going to break anytime soon, but I did record quite a few for this video, but some of my footage did get corrupted, so you'll have to just take my word for it that they were really good and that I won. Skipping ahead a little, when I queued for this match, I actually timed out again and just took the chance to go ahead and change my weapon before going back in. And I matched with some of the same people, which I thought was funny. It took a while to match up still, but I think you guys get it at this point, so let's just jump ahead to the match. The damage up ability is super OP. I didn't know anything about competitive viability when I first played this game, and I kind of still don't if we're honest. But back then I would just put damage up and defense up on all my gear, which was stacked right. So ultimately, what do I think of ranked in Splatoon 1? Other than the weapon kits and other mechanics that I mentioned earlier, it's pretty much the same. However, Splatoon 1 only had 3 ranked modes instead of the 4 that we have today, since Clan Blitz was added in Splatoon 2. Ranked queue times are definitely worse than those for Turf War, but I'm only rank C, so I can't say how it is for the higher ranks. So what's my summary from this experience? I think Splatoon 1 can still be a lot of fun, but only if you can actually find enough people to play with you. It has more active players than I had originally thought, however, so I wonder if there's still a die-hard community of fans on Splatoon 1 that don't play or own the other games. Maybe some players just want to shake things up and go back to older games from time to time, or maybe they prefer this game over the new ones because it's so familiar. I think most of the players I saw were Japanese players, and I know Splatoon's really big over there. Personally, I can see myself returning to Splatoon 1 again just to experience some nostalgia, but Splatoon 3 is definitely where it's at now. I look forward to the new seasonal updates they put out as well as Splatfest and other events that happen. I'd recommend checking out Splatoon 1 sooner rather than later because of the recent announcement. Of course, there will always be workarounds for the online stuff, but now's probably the time most players are on since the exploit was fixed, and a lot of players are going to want to experience the last few months of Splatoon 1. Throughout my time recording footage for this video, I don't think I saw any hackers or any cheating or any bots. Or if I did, at least they weren't very obvious about it from what I could tell. I didn't see that many glitches, just disconnects and not many people playing. There were a few times that I didn't show here because it got corrupted, but there were some times where some players were moving around after the battle end screen. Like they were just kind of walking around in the finished screen. But you know, that didn't really seem to affect the actual battle results. It was just kind of a funny thing, like seeing everyone still walking around and shooting after the battle was over. But basically, I don't think there's anything to worry about in the way of anyone being like super malicious on the game right now. But If you've seen anything out of the ordinary, let me know, and also let me know if you still play Splatoon 1. Do you like it better than 2 or 3, or did you not own a Wii U and never played it? I'd love to see what everyone has to say. I hope you like this view of what Splatoon 1 was like in 2023, and I hope everyone gets to have a few more good experiences of it in 2024.
Yeah.